mobilized of this edition, the Culture, Sports and Tourism Department of Cần Thơ City received an international travel group to survey destinations and tourism products in Cần Thơ City. The scholarship awarding ceremony for disadvantaged students who overcome difficulties to rise in their studies. The implementation of support for Vietnamese citizens to work in the agricultural sector in Australia announced. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần News and Top News today. On September 7th evening, the Culture, Sports and Tourism Department of Cần Thơ City received an international travel group during the ITE-HCMC events 2024 to survey destinations and tourism products in Cần Thơ City. At the reception, representatives of the Culture, Sports and Tourism Department of Cần Thơ City introduced the delegation tourism potentials of the city. The survey is an opportunity for the city to advertise, introduce tourism, cultural images, and people of Cần Thơ City. This is also a chance for travel units in Cần Thơ City to exchange, build relations for tourism business development, while tightening connection, promoting tourism among Ho Chi Minh, Cần Thơ City, and Mekong regional localities. The activities within the framework of the 18th Ho Chi Minh City International Tourism Fair 2024 or ITE-HCMC 2024 organized by Ho Chi Minh City Tourism Department with the design to prioritize introducing destinations for tourism development cooperation between Ho Chi Minh and the Mekong Delta provinces. The organizing committee invited about 50 international buyers to visit and survey tourism products. According to the plan, the international caravan with about 50 international buyers will visit and survey places including Cần Thơ Ancient Market, Ninh Kiều Walking Street, Ninh Kiều Walking Bridge, Ninh Kiều Night Market, Experience Garden Floating Market Culture, Thuận Hưng Rice Paper Village, Tân Lộc Coconut Garden, Thốt Nộp District, among others. According to circulars number 3 and 4 of 2024 of the Ministry of Information and Communications, from September 16, 2024, the 2G system will stop serving subscribers using 2G phones to promote national digital transformation. Up to now, VNPT Cần Thơ has mobilized over 18,000 customers not to use 2G networks, and from now until mid-September this year, it will continue to mobilize nearly 8,000 more customers. At the same time, VNPT Cần Thơ builds and upgrades more 4G broadcasting stations, expanding coverage to 100% of the area in 83 wards, communes and towns in the city. Along with mobilizing customers to participate, VNPT Cần Thơ also implemented a campaign to support 2G mobile subscribers to 3G, 4G, especially publicized terminal support and tariff support policies for customers in order to promote the transition from 2G to 3G and 4G devices. On September 7th, the Department of Labor, One Valleys and Social Affairs of Cần Thơ City and the People's Committee of Thời and Cờ Đỏ Suburban Districts jointly organized the scholarship awarding ceremony for disadvantaged students who overcome difficulties to rise in their studies. 50 students in each of the two localities received scholarships, each worth 1,250,000 Vietnam dong, sponsored by Legacy Charities Inc. of the USA. The program aims to help disadvantaged students have more motivation to continue going to school, help their families reduce the pressure on the cost of buying school supplies and school expenses, and minimize the situation of students with difficult circumstances dropping out of school. According to the General Statistics Office, in the first 8 months of 2024, over 110,000 enterprises have been newly established with a total registered capital of more than 994 trillion Vietnam dong and a total of more than 672,000 registered employees, an increase of 4.4% in the number of enterprises, 0.7% increase in registered capital, and a decrease of 1.9% in the number of employees over the same period last year. The average registered capital of a newly established enterprise in the first 8 months of 2024 reached 9 billion Vietnam dong, down 3.6% over the same period in 2023. The total amount of additional registered capital into the economy in the first 8 months was more than 2,041 trillion Vietnam dong, down 5.1% over the same period in 2023. In addition, the country has more than 57,000 enterprises returning to operation, up more than 25% over the same period in 2023, bringing the total number of newly established enterprises and returning to operation in the first 8 months of 2024 to about 168,000 enterprises, up 12.5% over the same period in 2023. In the past 8 months, Vietnam's fruit and vegetables exports were estimated at 4.5 to 4.6 billion US dollars, up 25% over the same period last year. In particular, durian makes an important contribution to the growth of the fruit and vegetable sector, with an export turnover of 1.8 billion US dollars. In 2023, Vietnam exported about 500,000 tons of fresh durian, reaching a turnover of 2.3 billion US dollars, of which 90% were exported to China. It is forecast that China's durian demand will continue to increase to serve the upcoming Mid-Autumn Festival. Notably, on August 19th, Vietnam recently signed a protocol on exporting frozen durian to China, opening up a new turning point, promoting durian exports more strongly and firmly. Currently, Vietnam has surpassed Thailand to rise to the #1 position in durian exports to the Chinese market. It is forecast that durian exports in the last months of 2024 will increase higher and may reach 3.5 billion US dollars for the whole year. With the current growth momentum, Vietnamese fruits and vegetables may reach a record export turnover of 7 billion US dollars this year. The Department of Labor, Environment and Social Affairs and the Australian Embassy in Vietnam have announced the implementation of support for Vietnamese citizens to work in the agricultural sector in Australia under the Australia-Vietnam Labour Mobility Program. Under the above program, the Australian government will allow up to 1,000 Vietnamese workers to work in the agricultural sector in Australia at the same time. Vietnamese employees participating in the program can work short-term jobs from 6 to 9 months or long-term jobs from 1 to 4 years. The job position of Vietnamese workers only requires low to semi-skilled vocational skills in the agricultural sector such as farming, meat processing, fisheries, including aquaculture and forestry.
Ladies and gentlemen, enhancing product quality and fostering sustainable tourism is a national goal. Specifically for Cần Thơ City, the emphasis in recent times has consistently been on advancing the development of sustainable tourism products and services.
According to statistics, in the first 8 months of 2024, Cần Thơ attracted 4.56 million tourists, generating total revenue of over 4,175 billion Vietnamese dong, a 13% increase year-on-year. Domestic and international visitors perceive Cần Thơ not only as a place with white rice and clear water, but also as a destination offering unique tourism experiences characterized by sincerity and hospitality. River tourism, particularly those tied to ecological sites and arches, leave visitors with lasting impressions.
This is my first time visiting, and I really enjoy the scenery here. Overall, everything is wonderful. The people, the way of life. I find Cần Thơ to be incredibly welcoming and beautiful. It's the kind of place that people want to visit repeatedly, both as a tourist destination and as cherished hometown.
As tourism continues to grow rapidly, it is being positioned to become a major economic sector in the near future. Achieving this goal requires not only distinctive tourism products and appealing resources, but also focused investment and effective solutions. Specifically, Cần Thơ views ecotourism, river tourism, and MICE tourism as three unit sectors that should be prioritized for investment and strategically developed, leveraging the city's inherent advantages.
Phối hợp với các địa phương,
collaborate with local areas to create new tourism products and conduct inspections, provide guidance, and address past shortcomings in tourist services. This ensures that when visitors come to Cần Thơ City, they receive professional service supporting the city's overall tourism development. Encourage investment in tourism, particularly in river and garden ecotourism, and collaborate with provinces and cities to host conference tourism events in the city.
In 2024, Cần Thơ aims to attract 6.1 million tourists, generating total revenue of over 6 trillion Vietnamese đồng, alongside the growth of ecotourism across various localities, which adds diversity and meets the demand for sightseeing and relaxation. Cần Thơ is also actively working toward establishing a green and sustainable tourism ecosystem as part of its objectives.
The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continues. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, kênh.tv.vn. And thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.